Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will see some questions based on quadratic equations and inequalities. Practice questions from 1 to 12. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Let's let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 says that we have a set S equal to x belongs to real such that x greater than equal to 0 and 2 mod root x minus 3 plus root x into root x minus 6 plus 6 equal to 0. Then we have to find the nature of set S. So we will discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss the solution. We have the equation 2 root x minus 3 plus root x into root x minus 6 plus 6 equal to 0. Suppose root x minus 3 equal to y. So root x can be written as y plus 3. Now replace root x with y. So we got 2 mod y plus 3 into y minus 3 plus 6. After solving, we got the equation mod y square plus 2 mod y minus 3. We got two values of mod y. Mod y should equal to minus 3 and mod y equal to 1. Mod y cannot be minus 3. Right? As we know that mod of something is always positive. It is absolute value. So mod y is equal to 1 is the right value. So y can be can become plus or minus 1. So y is basically root x minus 3 is equal to plus minus 1. So root x is 4 or 2. So x can be 16 or 4. So it contains only two elements, right? Set S contains only two elements. Option C is the right choice. Now let's discuss question number 2. If the roots of equation 2 to the power x plus 2 into 3 to the power 3x upon x minus 1 is equal to 9 are given by, we have to find the root of this equation. So let's solve the question after 10 seconds. Okay, let's move to the solution. We have this equation. Now, since variables are in power, so we can take log on both sides, right? So x plus 2 log 2 plus 3x upon x minus 1 log 3 is equal to 2 log 3, right? 9 can be written as 3 square, right? Which can be written as 2 log 3. Now, x square plus x minus 2 into log 2 plus 3x log 3 is equal to 2x minus 1 log 3. After solving this, we got quadratic equation having coefficient of x square as log 2, coefficient of x as log 2 plus log 3, and constant is minus log 2 plus 2 log 3. After solving for x in quadratic equation, we got x as minus log 2 minus log 3 plus minus 3 log 2 minus log 3 upon 2 log 2. Taking positive sign, we get x as 1 minus log 3 upon log 2. And taking negative sign, we get x as minus 2. So we have two roots as 1 minus log 3 upon log 2 and minus 2. So I think option D is the right choice. Now let's discuss next question, question number 3. Let alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic equation x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0 if an is equal to a to the power n minus b to the power n for n greater than equal to 1. Then we have to calculate the value of a10 minus 2a8 upon 2a9. So let's discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's come to the solution part. We are given an equation having roots alpha and beta, and an is basically alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n for n greater than equal to 1. Now we have to, if we have to find a10, then it will be alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10, and a8 will be alpha to the power 8 minus beta to the power 8, and similarly a9 is alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. Now we have to calculate the value of this expression, right? So we can put the value of alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10, right? A10, A8 and A9. After putting the values, we get different conditions, right? So if, see, alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10 minus 2 alpha to the power 8 plus 2 beta to the power 8. Now we take alpha to the power 8 as common in alpha to the power 10 minus 2 alpha to the power 8, right? So we are left with alpha square here and minus 2 minus, let's take common beta to the power 8, then we are left with beta square minus 2. After solving and adjusting this, we get 6 times alpha to the power 9 minus 6 times beta to the power n upon 2 times alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n. Now alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n will be cancelled out. So we are left with 6 upon 2 and answer is 3. So I think option C is the right choice. Now let's discuss the next question. If x square minus 5x plus 1 equal to 0, then x to the power 10 plus 1 upon x to the power 5 is equal to. So let's discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's come to the solution part. If x square minus 5x plus 1 equal to 0, so x plus 1 by x is equal to 5, right? After adjusting this, and if we have to find x square plus 1 by x square, then it will be x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 5 square minus 2, which is 23. Right? We have squared both sides. Now x cube plus 1 by x cube is 5 cube minus 3 into 5, right? We have done power 3. Clear? So x cube plus 1 by x cube, we got 5 cube minus 3 into 5, which is 1110. Now this term is basically, now see, x square plus 1 by x square into x cube plus 1 by x cube is basically 23 into 1110, which is 2530, right? Now we have to calculate basically, see, this term can be broken as x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5, right? If we multiply this, we will get x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5, right? Plus x plus 1 by x, right? We got this. So x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 can be calculated as 2530 minus x plus 1 by x, and we have the value of x plus 1 by x as 5. So answer is 2530 minus 5, which is 2525. Option C is the right choice. Now let's move to next question, question number 5. It says that if A less than B less than C and less than D, then we have to find the roots of this equation. So let's discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Given equation can be written as, C, it can be adjusted as 3x square minus A plus C plus 2B plus 2dx plus AC plus 2BD. Now let's check for discriminant. Let's check for discriminant D, which is B square minus 4AC, right? So A plus C plus 2B plus 2D square minus 4 into 3 into AC plus 2BD. After solving this, we get, and adjusting all the terms, we get A plus 2D minus C plus 2B whole square plus 8c minus b into d minus a. Now, since we know that a less than b less than c less than d, right? So c is less than c is greater than b and d is greater than a. So this term will be positive and this term is already positive since it is a square of something. Hence, root discriminant is basically positive. Hence, roots are real and distinct. So option A is the right choice. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 6. In this question, it says that let alpha and beta be the roots of the equation px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0 and p not equal to 0. If p, q and r are in AP and 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is equal to 4, then we have to calculate the value of mod alpha minus beta. Let's move to the solution after 10 seconds. Okay. Since alpha and beta are roots of px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0, so alpha plus beta is basically minus q upon p and alpha into beta is r upon p. Since p, q and r are in AP, so 2q is equal to p plus r. Also 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is equal to 4. Now alpha beta into alpha plus beta is equal to 4. So alpha plus beta is basically 4 alpha beta. Let's put the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. We get 2q is equal to p plus r. Since 2q is equal to p plus r, we have to adjust this. Now put the value of r, right? See, p and p is cancelled out. So q is basically minus 4r, right? Put the value of q minus 4r, which is 2 times minus 4r is equal to p plus r. So p is minus 9r. Now alpha plus beta is minus q upon p. Put q as minus 4r. So 4r upon p, which is 4r upon minus 9r. So alpha plus beta is basically minus 4 upon 9. Now let's calculate alpha into beta, which is r upon p, and p is minus 9r. So r upon minus 9r, which is minus 1 by 9. Now let's consider alpha minus beta whole square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta, as we know. So let's put the value of alpha minus beta and alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta is 4 upon 9, which is 16 upon 81 square of alpha plus beta, and 4 alpha minus 4 alpha beta is basically 4 upon 9. Adding this, we got 52 upon 81. So alpha minus beta whole square is 52 upon 81. This implies alpha minus beta is 2 root 13 upon 9 is the right choice. Clear? Now let's move to the next question. Question number 7. If alpha and beta are roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and a not equal to 0, a, b, c being different, then 1 plus alpha square into 1 plus beta square is. So let's move to the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss the solution. As we know that sum of root, which is alpha plus beta, is minus b by a, and product of root alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a. Now 1 plus alpha square is into 1 plus beta into beta square. So 1 plus, after solving this, we get 1 plus alpha plus alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta into alpha plus alpha beta square. After adjusting this, we put all the terms in terms of either alpha plus beta or alpha into beta. Now let's put the value of alpha plus beta as minus b by a and alpha beta as c by a. So, and after solving, we get the value as c, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. Right, and it can be written as 1 by 2 into a minus b square plus b minus c square plus c minus a square upon 2a square, which is always positive, right? So option B is the right choice. Let's move to the next question. Question number 8. the minimum value of sum of real numbers a to the power minus 5, a to the power minus 4, 3 a to the power minus 3, 1, a to the power 8, and a to the power 10, where a greater than 0 is. So let's move to the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss solution. Now, we can use AMGM inequality in this. So we all know that arithmetic mean is always greater than or equal to geometric mean. So let's take arithmetic mean of all of these. So 3a to the power minus 3 can be written as a minus 3, a to the power minus 3 plus a to the power minus 3 plus a to the power minus 3. And there are 8 terms, right? So arithmetic mean is equal to greater than equal to geometric mean, which is equal to product of all the things to the power 1 by 8. So it is basically greater than equal to 8. So minimum value of this term is basically 8, right? So option B is the right choice. Now let's discuss next question. Question number 9. For a greater than 0, the roots of the equation log a x a plus log a x a square plus log a square x a cube is equal to 0 is given by. Let's discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's move to the solution part. See, we have this expression, right? So this can be written as log a upon log c. Log ax can be written as log a plus log ax, right? And numerator is log a square, which is 2 log a upon log ax upon 2 log a plus log ax, and in the numerator 3 log a equal to 0, right? Now let's suppose take log ax as t, right? So log a is 1, clear? So 1 upon 1 plus t plus 2 upon t plus 3 upon 2 plus t equal to 0. By taking LCM and solving this, we get the quadratic equation as 6t square plus 11t plus 4 is equal to 0. Now, this quadratic equation can be solved as 6t square plus 8t plus 3t plus 4 equal to 0. And after solving, we get t as minus 1 by 2 and minus 4 by 3. Right? And t was basically log ax, right? So x is a to the power minus 1 by 2 and a to the power minus 4 by 3. So I think option A is the right choice. One of the root is a to the power minus 4 by 3. Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. If A, B, and C are in AP, and if equations B minus C x square plus C minus A x plus A minus B is equal to 0, and 2C plus A x square plus B plus C x equal to 0 have a common root, right? Then what are the options? Let's discuss this solution after 10 seconds. Okay. Now see, we can easily conclude that, see, if we put x equal to 1, all the things will be cancelled out, right? So x equal to 1 is the is the root of first equation, right? We can conclude from here. Now suppose if alpha is another root of first equation, then alpha into 1, that is product of root, is a minus b upon b minus c, right? So product of root is basically 2a minus 2b upon 2b minus 2c, right? Multiply and divide by 2. Now 2a minus, let's take 2b as a plus c, because a, b, c are in AP. So 2a minus a plus c upon a plus c minus 2c equal to 1. So the roots of first equation are 1 and 1, right? This will cancel out to 1. Clear? So 1 is also root of this equation, right? Now let's put x equal to 1 in this equation. We get 2 times c plus a plus b plus c equal to 0. And after solving, let's take c plus a as 2b, right? As we know that a, b, c are in AP. So after solving, we get c equal to minus 5b. Clear? C equal to minus 5b. Now a plus c equal to 2b. So a can be written as 2b minus c. Now square both side. Squaring both side, we get a square is equal to 49b square. Clear? and c square is equal to 25b square. So 2b plus 5b 2b plus 5b is equal to 7b. Clear? Hence a square, c square and b square are in AP. Right? A square, c square and b square are in AP. Clear? We can put the value of c as minus 5b, right? So I think option B is the right choice. Now let's discuss next question, question number 11. If the equations x square plus ax plus 12 equal to 0, x square plus bx plus 15 equal to 0, and x square plus a plus bx plus 36 equal to 0 have a common positive root, then the ordered pair AB is. So let's discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's come to the solution part. If the equation this have a common positive root, right? Then we have to find the ordered pair AB, right? On adding the first and second equation, see, on adding first and second equation, we get 2x square plus a plus bx plus 27, right? Now on subtracting above equation from the third equation, right? Subtract this equation from third one, we get x square minus 9 is equal to 0, right? Because a plus bx and a plus bx will cancel out. So x equal to 3 and minus 3. So all the equation have a common positive root, right? So what is positive 3 and minus 3? Thus common positive root is 3. Now let's put the 3 in this equation, right? So 3 square plus 3a plus 12 is equal to 0. Clear? We have put 3 in this equation. So we got a as minus 7. Now by putting the value of minus 7 in another equation, we got 9 plus 3b plus 15 is equal to 0. So we got b as minus 8. So the ordered pair a and b is minus 7 and minus 8. So I think option B is the right choice. Now let's discuss another question. Question number 12. If x is a real, then maximum and minimum value of this expression will be. So let's discuss the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's come to the solution part. See, we have to find the maximum and minimum value. So suppose y is equal to x square minus 3x plus 4 upon x square plus 3x plus 4. Now let's adjust this by cross multiplying and taking together the coefficients of x square, x and constants, right? Now since x is real, discriminant will be greater than equal to 0, right? So 3 times y plus 1 square means 9 into y plus 1 square minus 16 y minus 1 square greater than equal to 0. After solving this, we get y either less than equal to 7 or and y greater than equal to 1 by 7. So y is between 1 by 7 and 7. Hence maximum value is 7 and minimum value is 1 by 7. So option C is the right choice. Okay, thank you so much.